Hey y'all, what is up YouTube? Sparky Mark here, and I'm back to do a review and unboxing for a certain item that came very recently, and I ordered it for like about 2 weeks ago maybe, who knows. So enough chit chat, let's take a look what's inside this sheer box and cut it. How am I gonna cut it? Oh, with this. Let's slice it. What the hell? Did I miss something? There's nothing in this damn box. What the heck is it? What the hell is it? Oh wait, it's not in here. Let's go take a look at the man. Let's go check it out. It's at the man cave. Like right now. The man cave. Let's go. Now. Alright, whatever was in that box. It's gonna be obvious, but this isn't the watch that was in. It's gonna be a different one. But with that, let's take a little bit throwback to 1989. We're going to 1989, the same time the Casio F91W was released, and G-Shock became very crazy at that time. And of course, what was around that point? Oh yeah, Ghostbusters 2 was released that year. And what else? Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing was released. That was a big film, but the biggest film that came out that year in the summer was Batman, with Michael Keaton as the hero Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Jack Nicholson, Jack Napier, the Joker, Kim Basinger's in the film, and Pat Hingle played the police commissioner Gordon, James Gordon that is, and that was a big hit in 1989. And also, what else? It beat a lot of other projects that came out at that time period. As I recall, it was the biggest hit of the year in 1989. You had good soundtracks. What else you had? Police Academy 6, City Under Siege, and what else? If I'm not mistaken, with other Halloween 5 was released that year in October. Friday 13 Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, Dream Child, if I recalled, and anything else that went on. A few of my homies were born that year. Of course, indeed, fellow YouTuber buddy, Danny Reyes. Wow. And, well, this particular piece you're looking at is an AW-500-1E. -1E to be exact. So, yeah. So, this is the first analog digi for G-Shock. Let's be clear on that. And it was launched in the springtime of 1989. I don't know exactly the day, but it is March, during the time of spring break. And this is an utilitarian, sure, it's anybody's choice standards of any kind of watch that was around that time period, going back to, of course, 1989. My old man was in his like early 20s. My grandfather was already a father at that point. This came out around like say 7 months before my aunt turned, no, 5 months before my aunt, no, 6 months before my aunt turned 10 that year, and around the time 2 months before my homie D Rizzo, Daniel Reyes, he's a fellow YouTuber, great guy, shouts to my buddy, and also another homie, another buddy was born in the summer of '89, and of course around 8 months before my other friend was born that year, and I believe that was it. And well, if anybody's familiar with this particular timepiece, it was magnificent. First analog digi. Who knows about this? Yep, it was magnificent. Plus, the original one was a stainless steel case screwback. And that's how it came in their original packaging. Magnificent at that point in 1989. But this, of course, if you're looking at it, that item is used. I don't buy used models. And a little more look down memory lane. Who can forget any of the 8900s? But I'll tell you more details of that in a moment, of course. But again, 1989, what a year. So, yeah, again, back then it was utilitarian, and I would notice that this would be the watch worn by Jean-Claude Van Damme in the 1989 film Hard Target, in which Jean-Claude Van Damme played twin brothers in that film. The story about twin brothers, separated birth when their parents were killed, and the next thing you know, they are grown up and avenged their family. So yeah, the character of Chad is wearing this particular 1989 model. Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Here you go. There it is. This is the one that he wore in the film. While the twin version, Alex, is wearing a different watch. Can't even tell what model is that one. But the twin brother, Chad, is wearing this one. It's round. Can't have that many around. Very, very magnificent, don't you all think? So after somewhat with the success of this AW-500-1E for that matter, then in the fall, about 3 years later, no, actually 4 years later, in 1993 in September, about 3 months before my friend was born, and another friend was turning 2, another friend was turning 3, another friend was turning 2 as well. And around the time I was about 2. So, and another homie, yes, he was 4. He was 4. Another friend was turning 4, and 2 of my other homies were 4 at the time. So yeah. So this is the AW-500B-7, and it's a positive display. And of course, when you light this all up, it glows in the dark. When you turn off the lights, the display itself glows in the dark. And like the predecessor before it, again, micro light, because again, these were the early days. Electroluminescent wasn't released until the December of '92 with Timex taking over the waves of digital watches. But it doesn't even say it did have a micro light. I'm not so sure. I'm not even positively sure it had micro light. I mean, I never got one. And of course, it's a stainless steel case screw back like its predecessor. And it has dual time, analog, magnificent. And it's quartz, not solar. And November, around the time my friend was turning 4, and 1 month before my other friend was born, we had the AW-500B-7C, stainless steel case screw back, the usual, and glows in the dark. That's right, it's the same thing. But one other thing, the difference is this had red letterings and white letters on the side. White letterings or silver letterings, and then you have the word G-Shock and protection in green. Very cool. And then that same time we had this. Now this one is a gold version of the AW-500G-1E, and again it's a gold display it's the gold version. It has gold buckle, and it's a stainless steel case screw back, gold letterings, gold face, and then analog gold versions. And let me see of the other ones. Yeah, all of the ones you're seeing have red buttons. This one definitely had red buttons. So yeah, very cool. And then up to about 3 years later, in 1990, in October of '96, a month before another friend turned 7, and I was 5. Another friend was turning 3 at that time. Another friend was about 7, turning 7. This is part of the United Arrow. And if you can see there in the orange with the word United Arrows, it's the AW-500E-1EDR. Stainless steel case screw back, or it's not a screw back. No, it ain't a screw back. Nope, it's not. And again, you have gold letter. It's gold, but not gold all the way. Just the display itself is gold on the liquid crystal. Not too much of a liquid crystal. And somewhat of the letterings and white letterings. Even protection is white letterings. Then again, part of United Arrows. And the next one we got in the summer of '98, when I was about 7, we had the AW-500 NS-2ET. And this is, of course, representing something of a coloration of the PSC, Polar Science Center about the Antarctic polar bears and global warmings and Antarctic oceans and stuff in the Antarctic regions at the time. Let me just here. Let me just zoom in this. So I'm gonna leave this for like a couple seconds, and you can guys freeze it and read it very carefully. Also, polar bears, the name from the color of the body called the polar bear, walking on the sea ice to hunt seals off the coast. So yeah, this one's a stainless steel case screwback. Ooh, silvery, feel icy display. Bear life 3 years. Like, awesome. And it's jelly, and it's a polar bear color. It's a polar color. There's nothing to lie. It's a polar color. I don't even know. I think this had electroluminescent backlight, or no, it didn't. I don't think it does. But all in all, it's a good timepiece in the summer of '98. That same time, we had the AW-500E-1EDR, a little bit on the green and light green. This one, the letterings are here are blue all the way. I can't even tell what this one says on the belt, but it could be around there. This one, turquoise blue or turquoise color on the letterings, especially, of course, silvery-ish, turquoise-ish display on the face. And this one is nicknamed Nafru, Nafuru. Of course, it's meaning some whales. And rarely it's, of course, a book fangs of the teeth as long as one horned deformed shape. It rarely far from the ice to leave, according to the movement of sea ice to migration. Again, stainless steel case screwback, 20 pressure, waterproof. And I believe the buttons are white, same as before. And here's another one, again, same time of '98 in the summer, polar bear. This is like a snowy color feel. You could tell by the background here, definitely got some Antarctic feel, wind blowing, blue buttons, letterings are white, but again, this is clear version. It is a stainless steel case screwback again, Polar Science Center, PSC, everyone. Again, this is the same thing. This before that is the AW-500NS-7E1T, and this one is a AW-500NS-7E2T. Here's another one, AW-500NS-7E3T. Again, this is all white buttons and letterings and everything. And stainless steel case screwback, but this one is representing, of course, okay, some whale, and here is a walrus part, and it's known as the UORASU, walrus, Antarctic sea ice, and it's a adjacent, only inhabits waters covered. Average male is about 3.2 meters in length. Large mammals, bival, correct me there if anyone can read that, live in the continental shelf staple food. So yeah, here you guys could pause that for a couple seconds. All right, that's enough. And they're all polarized models. Again, all released in the summer of '98. I already said that one. AW-500NS hold on a second. AW-500NS-8ET, and silvery dial all around. And then the next one would be released in February of 1999, 2 months before my 8th birthday, and this is part of the Charles Darwin collaboration. If anybody knows Charles Darwin, he's I think he was the explorer guy in the Galapagos, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody knows Charles Darwin, please let me know a little of it. So it's the theory of evolution. That's Charles Darwin for you, everybody. And NEWS, of course, we know that stands for news and other things. And of course, you have the color variation design of the Charles Darwin model, stainless steel case screwback. And it has a lizard right there. On the back of the watch is this on the screwback. It's part of the Charles Darwin Paralanguanas. Hold on a second. Paralanguanas Galapagos Charles Darwin Foundation Inc. That's what it stands for, everybody. Here, let me just move the camera this way and pause that very carefully. Here, there you go. I'm just gonna, and on the display you're gonna see the map. So this is in front of the watch, this is in back of the watch, and here's the logo, which is gonna be on the lizard. So yeah, good timepiece to be released in 1999, in February actually. And the same time we had this green version. And this one here is an AW-500E-3T. And the red version is a AW-500E-4ET. Again, all, and of course you have the AW-500D-9E-1T. And this is a yellow variation. This one's the all yellow out, but the face is black. And the letterings as well, and it's a AW-500D-9E2T. Again, Charles Darwin, awesome timepiece. And this one, the analogy of Darwin Finch. And again, this one, okay, the animals that you're looking at, all these were iguanas. This one right here, I believe it's a bird. So it's going to be yellow bird on there. This one's on the back of the screwback, and here is the front of the watch. Magnificent, magnificent, isn't it? So the Charles Darwin pieces released in February of '99, and ever since then we've been getting new AW-500s, digital and analog, and I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, with the high rise of the demands of these digital and analogs, here is one released in 2000, released in what year? 2005, in the summer, if I'm not mistaken, or whichever time it was. So yeah, and it's of course tough solar multi-band. Well, it's not multi-band, it's just tough solar and digital and analog, and it's got a lot of information. Pause that very, very carefully when I start scrolling. And it's a wave scepter, tough solar, and this is the illumination, red buttons, everything. Very nice piece, and that's in the back of the screw back. Hold on a minute. This was before this is white LED, not even LED close enough. What's next? And then you have another one released in 2005, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a gold version, gold letterings, gold buttons. No. Red buttons. Hold on, y'all. And before I get back to that one, this one was an AW-500J-7AJF. This is a Japanese version, and the gold version you're looking at is a white LED light. Again, like it was before. And this is the G500, but like it was. And this one here, this gold version, AW-G500J-9AJF. Same thing, gold display, tough solar, and white light. LED white. That's until it kicked ass with the 6900s, but it's the GX to be exact. And in May of 2006, at the time I was like leaving, going to well, I left one high school, and then in August of that year, I went to another. But and a month after my 15th birthday, and then a month before the release of Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious 3, that is. We get this orange positive display version, of course, which is the AW-500BJ-4AJF. And this one, of course, is the same thing like it was. It's the G500, that's what's its nickname. And it's orange, dude, and black. A little bit of the combination of the black and orange combo that everyone loves. And tough solar and everything. Doesn't mention multiband, you know, to correspond with the radio towers. And that same year we had a white version. Oh, and this one had like 3 loops, like keepers. And this one is the AW-500BJ-8AJF. And it's a white version, negative display. The G, red buttons, magnificent. The same thing, red buttons with orange. And then in May of 07, part of the 25th anniversary Black Dawn, this one here is the AW-500, AWG 500, sorry about that, y'all. Let me just concentrate. AWG 525A-1AJF. And this is, of course, reminiscing of the 25th anniversary Black Dawn. And this is kind of like light black, gold buttons. Let me see if it had gold buttons. Perhaps. No, black buttons, and you had gold display, gold G-Shock, and a gold buckle. And gold screw back. Stainless steel case to be exact. Tough solar. But you can't even tell if it was multiband. Now here it is, multiband 5. In the center of it all, these were wave scepters. This one is multiband, and it's part of the Black Dawn series, like you've seen here, right in front of you. And then 2008, or a month before my 17th birthday, this is known as a jelly, part of the Ocean Gray series, if I'm not mistaken, with the Golfman, the classic DW5000, which is the 5025. Came in this packaging, and here it is, multiband 5, tough solar, and it's an ocean clear gray. Looks magnificent, but you got to be extremely careful not to abuse the hell. Well, again, this is clear. As anybody heard me in this video, that this clear watch, there's been a history of clear problems. Like, what is it? Like, oftentimes, exposure to too much sunlight, whatever, it causes clear materials to turn yellow, nasty-ish yellow, which is not very, very pleasant. Not very cool. Oftentimes, it's just a, what's the word for it? I mean, it is, you could still find the band and bezel, but it depends if you can find it now. I wouldn't be wearing clear items, because again, I really don't like yellow and aging. But yep. This is known as, but it's also ocean. That's it. That's all there is. And else the liquid crystal display is mirror reflection, like representing of the ocean. Pause that carefully. This material was introduced in the mid-90s of 1996. Again, magnificent design. You can pause that very, very carefully. Alrighty. The next one, again, would be 2008. But it's not related to any 25th anniversary pieces. And it's the AWG M500R-1AJF. Black and orange, magnificent combination. Positive orange display on the liquid crystal, awesome. Let's see what this is about, this particular model. The G-Shock was the essence of the evolution inheritance of the new series of the analog color of the AWG. Half sense gloss is less of a matte black finish body. Adapted orange color on the face, classic favorites. Finished with color design, with a cool design. May the world to receive radio waves, office equipped with multiband 5, fashion particular, also good new model color models. And of course, the multiband 5s, 2 in Japan, the United States, Germany, and United Kingdom receives multiband radio band 5. Solar, tough solar works closer to half the gloss matte finish. Here's a close-up, everybody. Take a little picture. And it's multiband 5 and it's LED. Can't even tell, doesn't show it, but it is. And then in the fall of 2011, October 25th, we had this, and it had a Kami bracelet. And it's a AW-500, AW-G-100 Tough Solar. Awesome piece, multi-band. And then you had this, like its predecessor, AW-M510-1EDR, released in June 3rd of 2014. Awesome, but no screw back, of course. And it is Tough Solar multiband with red buttons, kind of like its predecessor from, say, 25 years ago. And here's a different AGW-510MR-4A. Awesome, and this is part of the Rescue Orange, and released on October 20th of 2014. And it has black buttons, and it's a negative display, multiband 6. Here, same model, but this is all blacked out, matte, awesome, kick-ass. And what is it called? Here's a better view. And it's a 2014, released on November 10, 2014, AWG M510BB-1A. So yeah, everything around is black. The buttons are black, lettering's glossed, matte, you name it. Awesome, awesome. And then we have another analog digital, which is of course the AWG M-100TR-7AJF. This is a part of the tricolor series. Pause it. Oh yeah, oh man. This one, of course, released on May 6, 2015. Around the time Avengers 2 was released. And this one here was released on my birthday of 2016. It's a AWG-500 M-510 SWB-7AJF. Man, it's a pretty long one. Whoa, man, did I have to go back? What the heck? So yeah, this is representing a little bit of an Antarctic feel, don't you all think? So yeah, blue buttons, blue display, turquoise feel, awesome. This is the US version, released on June 20th of 2016. So yeah, another variation. This is the American, this one's the Japanese version. And this particular one was released on June 13, 2017, AWG-M100BY-1. And this one's part of a different series. I can't even tell which one. Back of it is yellow, circle is yellow, and it's black. And the buttons are silver. This one, part of celebrating close to the G-Shock's 35th anniversary models. This one, of course, is the AWG M535C-4, and it's part of the Red Out edition. And there have been a dozen Red Out version G-Shock pieces. I mean, really, guys, this is a magnificent piece to be released at that point. Just admire all that redness. And this, of course, was released on January 19, 2018. Yep. Amazing piece. No lie there, guys. Red buttons go a black buckle, red band. Letterings are all red. Here is the only word, G-Shock, in black lettering. Magnificent, isn't it? Very unique design right there, for the AW series. Now let's take a look at the next one. Alrighty, the next one we're going to be seeing here would be in 2020 in November 20th of 2020, is the release of the AW-500E-1EDR. Now this looks like its predecessor from like 31 years ago, and look how awesome it is. Same details, look like it took the blueprint out of the original predecessor and made it its own, and it has EL backlight. And the next one we're going to be seeing that same time is a red out version. AW-500BB-4E red version. Like, look at it. It has red illumination. And then next up, we'll be having a blacked out version, the AW-500BB-1E. Yep, all blacked out, and electroluminescent backlight. And then you have stainless steel versions of the AWM-500-1A stainless steel black. Magnificent, isn't it? And all in all, magnificent piece. Make it a bit fashionable. Again, October 1st of 2020. And then in October, and what else? November, and this one was released in November 2020. And here, November 2020 is the AWM-500D-1A8 stainless steel silver and silver dials, stainless steel case screwback, same as the black ion version. And look at that. Magnificent piece, isn't it? And silver buttons, yo, silver everywhere, yo. And then the next would be the positive display version, black dial version. It's an AWM-500D-1A stainless steel silver, and look at it. Same thing as it was, silver buttons and positive display. And this was released in January 7th of 2020. And I forgot one more. This one here, released on January 7, 2021, would be the AWM-500GD-9A stainless steel gold. Gold buttons, gold belt, stainless steel bracelet, screws, except for the liquid crystal display. It's positive display. And it got the red letterings, and you got the red analog and the gold analog around it. So two analogs with two different colors. And of course the every lettering around is written in gold. So yeah. So that's all you have to know for now about the AW series. Going back about, as of right now, 32 years, but for this one it's going to be 31 years. 32 years to be exact. So yeah. Well, enough chit chat. Let's go to the one that we're actually gonna look, and which is gonna be. It's gonna be for this badass right here. Oh yeah. So enough chit chat. Let's take a look at the piece right now. Now, with all that information out of the way and all the details about the AW-500 models, here it is, y'all. This is the one we're going to be discussing. This is the one, y'all. AW-500E-1EDR. Module number 5416. Let's check it out. And this is in a different box. It's like a sneaker feel kind of box. the colorations, y'all. Your manuals. Instructions. Okay. Now for this details. Oof. Okay. Very important for each piece. The warranty card. And the optical tin in the same color as this box. Whoa! With that, let's see. Big guarantee whoever packaged this, really. Out of the way. Excuse me, y'all. Here we go, y'all. White letterings, black body, bezel, silver screws, the classic red buttons, which made it very, very crazy and awesome and cool. The tag. Let's see on the buckle. Let's see on the buckle. What? Man, it's kind of difficult to get this band out. Not difficult, just the little tag was hanging around the corner. Very important to have that. Okay. You got your analog red, that's white, and this is the hour hand, and the white is the middle. The white is the minute hands. Let's look at this, shall we? You got your alarms. Off. No, that's electroluminescent backlight. I'll show at the end of this video, including the glowiness. Alarm. On and off. But I'm not using alarm. You got your stopwatch. Oh, somebody else had a defectory. Here's when you can like reset it. I think you gotta hold this. Hold it. That's right. Next up, DT, dual time. Then you got your date. It's the 17th. No, wrong date. In order to correct this, you got to adjust it. You can do that. Whoa. Whoa, now you can adjust on the right side. Awesome. Can reset your seconds. Let's see here. Awesome. Let's take a look at the buckle. and the aspects. May say Casio China, but we know it's Japan. Alright, and this is an AW-500, so it's an 8040-84-1 GF1 16 PUR. Hold on a second, y'all. You could pause it or you could try, but if you heard it once, you got it right. Oh, let's take a look at the module. Let's take a look at the back. Ignore that. (5416) AW-500E G-Shock Resist. Casio G-Shock Resist. Awesome, awesome. Plastic buttons, amazing, amazing. What you all think? I don't even know how you set it off a military tab. I'll just set it back to whatever it is. Here we go, regular. There we go. So how do you like this so far? A circle G-Shock. After so many years, we finally get one. So without chit-chatting, let's head to the music. Music, y'all, music. Where's the music? I admire how the design was, that it came after so many years. We're finally getting this piece. That collectors would finally get an AW-500. Back then was unauthoritarian, you know, rappers did wear G-Shock in music videos, but I've never even seen one in 1989 wearing something like this. Admire it. Let me just zoom in. Cool, huh? Ah, let's see it from another angle. There we go. How hard is that? Well, anyway, let's head to the music like right now. NDO, by Kid Exquisite. Enjoy it. Alright. So you guys enjoy that music? Remember, that was NDO. That's the title of the song by Kid Exquisite. If anybody knows who Kid Exquisite is, he's an independent, low-budget rapper. He's white, by the way, but he's a great rapper. Very cool dude. Hearing this, shout-outs to Kid Exquisite. Shout-outs to you, dude. Kid Exquisite, everybody. Sorry about that. Kid Exquisite. But anyways, so what do you guys think? Did you dig the information about the AW-500 series? What do you guys think? Do you guys want to pull a trigger on buying this yourself, or want to get the stainless steel versions? Oh, and I forgot to mention one of this version, but in the stainless steel form. There was a gold version of this, but that was part of the Yoshida company something. Yoshida company. That's collabo. It only cost about $550. Woof. And that was limited. I don't even know how many were made. So yeah. So among other things, heck, just enjoy what you have to enjoy. And what is your favorite part about the watch, you know? Heck, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the look is what counts. And they just left everything with a design and took it to the next detail, adding with some illumination. So anyways, this is Marky Mark signing off. Y'all take care. God bless you. Catch you on the next vid. Have a good night, y'all.